This is the plaintiff, Beth Pence. She says she was selling her classic 2008 Yamaha motorcycle, and the defendant crashed it when he took it on a test ride. In fact, he came back all bloodied up, confessed to dumping the bike, yet won't pay for the damages no matter what she does. Maybe the judge can get him to cough up the $1,826.49 she's owed. This is the defendant, Thomas Loring. He says there was a tiny scratch on the bike and he agreed to pay for its repair. But a few days after the incident, she added on a broken signal, a damaged fender, and a busted exhaust. There's no way he did all the damage the scamming plaintiff is now claiming, and he's not about to be taken advantage of like that by anyone. He's accused of losing control.
All parties, please raise your right hands.
And welcome back to the People's Court. Next case in the docket, the plaintiff says the defendant test drove her Yamaha motorcycle. He crashed it and she wants some serious money. But the defendant says it was a minor crash and the plaintiff is a scammer. It's the case of Yamaha. Ha ha ha.
Thank you, Douglas. Okay, Beth Pence, you are suing Thomas Loring for $1,826.49, the cost you say to repair a bike that he damaged of yours, a motorcycle.
Yes.
All right, talk to me. Tell me what happened.
On the evening of July 7th at approximately 7:30, I met Mr. Loring at a Five Bean coffee shop to look at my bike because I have it for sale.
Okay, what kind of bike is this?
2008 Yamaha V-Star.
Okay, and why are you selling it?
Just to pay off some credit cards.
Okay. Did you want to sell it or no, really?
No, not really.
Did you end up selling it? No, right?
No.
Okay, so what happened?
He came in, I met him, and he took it for a test drive. And the boy that works at the Five Bean coffee shop, I told him what was going on because I'm a regular in there. And we couldn't figure out why it was taking him so long to return on my bike.
How do you know he wasn't going to steal it? Seems sort of risky to me.
Yeah, it was.
All right, so anyway, he's taken a long time to get back, and he finally gets back how many minutes later?
Probably 15 or 20, and there was blood on his forearm, and I asked him what happened, and he said, oh, well, I dumped your bike, so you might want to look at it. And at the time, it was late in the evening, and
by dumped, it means he
dropped it.
He dropped it? Okay.
And he did some damage to the chrome. He broke my right turn signal, and he scratched the front fender.
Okay. So what did you discuss with him?
Well, he said he would pay for the damage, and then I continued to try to get a hold of him. I contacted him 28 times to resolve this.
Okay.
And I have my phone records.
Okay, that's how you know it was exactly 28 times?
Yeah, I counted them.
Okay, and did he resolve it?
No, he didn't. He said he would pay for it, and I told him that the chrome itself was $600. He said, well, that's too much. I'll get it fixed cheaper.
And did he get it fixed cheaper?
No, the next day I called him, and I told him about the damage to all three areas on my bike, and then I went and got an estimate.
Okay,
I
your
got
first
two estimates.
According to you, what happened, first of all?
Okay, we met, and I decided to take it for a ride and see what it was like. And I did. I went behind this shopping area where we were at because there's no traffic. I went to turn the bike around, and this judge, the turning radius of the bike, I thought it was shorter than what it really was. As a result of that, it caused a stalling of the bike itself, actually. So with the stall, then it started leaning to the right, and this thing weighs about 480 pounds. So in that case, once you go beyond a particular point, it's kind of difficult to hold it up. And then it just fall over, basically.
All right, so you definitely dumped the bike. Okay, then you get back erect, you come back, and were you going to tell her about it?
Well, definitely.
Okay, so it's like the minute you see each other.
We went back to the same spot.
Do you think he wasn't going to tell you about it? Had you not spotted the blood?
Tell me about it.
How do you know?
Because he had blood on his arm.
I understand, but the way you described it was like the first thing you said is what happened. Like he walked up.
I saw the blood on his arm.
How long had you been talking before you saw the blood on his arm?
2 or 3 minutes. And
that long?
Yeah, and I asked him why the blood was on his arm.
All right. Do you have pictures of the damage?
Yes, I do.
Did you ever ask her to take the... Okay, is it the next day that she tells you how much she wants?
This is the...
No, some time went by. Now, in the time that we were talking about the bike and whatnot, you looked down at the exhaust pipes. They are chrome. It says there was a small scratch there, but you didn't concern yourself with that. And the way the bike is designed, constructed, it would take some doing to get to the exhaust pipe. It's in the area where someone, the rider, puts their leg over the bike.
I don't know what you're talking about. It's like there's like okay. There's 3 areas. There's the turn signal, which is cracked.
It's all on the right side.
Right? Do you
too.
deny that you did that?
No.
Okay. There's the what's that?
That's the fender.
The fender, which is scratched. Do you deny you did that?
No, apparently
It's
not
on
at
the
the
right
same time.
And there's the exhaust pipe, which is also scratched. Do you deny you did that?
It's all on
That
the right side.
I don't know about. I can't imagine how that would.
Do you have a picture of it back where I can see? All right. So now, when's the first time she tells you how much it'll be?
It's probably in that second call after the demonstration.
Which is a week later or so? What? Within a
several
week?
days later.
Okay. And she tells you it's going to be how much?
500.
500.
And I asked her, I said, that's absurd.
You thought that was high?
Yes. And I
Right.
asked her
And did
where
she have
got.
an actual estimate for 500 that she showed you?
No, this was all verbal. I have not. This is the first time I've seen her since the incident.
Okay. So you tell her that's too much, and you tell her you offer to take her somewhere else to have her take a look at it?
No, I did not offer her.
Okay. Did you suggest her a cheaper place?
I suggested that she find something a little more reasonable. 500 was out of the question.
Okay. Did you ever say to him that it would be $500?
I told him the chrome itself was $600. The next day, I have my phone records. I contacted him. I hadn't got my estimate yet for the full damage. So it wasn't like the day after for the full damage.
Okay.
It was,
You have an estimate for $1,800 of damage and some change. Is that the first estimate you've ever
I
got?
have 2 estimates.
Okay. Can I see both estimates?
Sure.
Is that the $1,800 one? Is that the first one you got?
Yes, Your Honor.
Okay. And the second one is for how much?
It was more. It was like $2,055.
How much is a bike worth?
It's
you get
worth
the first estimate?
$5,000. And he never contacted me back, so I couldn't tell him how much the estimate was when I went
She
to
did.
get the
Okay, I'm
estimate.
looking at her phone records, and she was cycle calling you, trying to get you. That's what I do if my husband doesn't answer. I just make it less convenient to not answer than to answer.
Excuse
Okay.
me, no, I was away and
Okay.
I'd returned and there were 2 messages on my machine from her and not 28.
Well, the rest of them might have been attempts.
I don't know.
And maybe you wouldn't know
attempts
about
or something.
attempts.
I'm not
Okay.
sure about that.
So if she makes this off-the-cuff comment, is she going to be responsible and held to it?
I don't think so. I think they have to go with the estimate.
Why? I mean, if she made the comment,
Well, she made the comment, but she didn't provide him any written information about the $500.
so if it's oral that she says that she can change her mind, if she can prove that how much it's really going to cost.
Yes.
Got your point. Going inside the car.
I tried to find her phone number so I could return the call.
And
I couldn't. I didn't know. I only knew it was her
the
first
dog ate
name.
your homework. What else? You couldn't find the phone number of the person whose bike you trashed. How about going to the 5 Bean and asking the people there if they know who she is or something?
Well, I thought about that. And I was like, well, I don't know who's who over there, actually, because I've never been in the place.
All right. So why ask them for a number of a lady who you owe money to? That's not going to be convenient. Okay.
Well, the only thing I knew was her first name. I never, now I had her first name written down and her phone number. I don't know where that went to.
So that was it. You just figured you'd just forget it. Because she had no way of reaching
No,
you.
I'm waiting to hear back from her to make some contact with her.
But I left him phone messages with my phone number.
What about those 2 messages that had her that you told me about? Those didn't have her phone number. Why would you need the piece of paper you couldn't find if you had 2 messages with her phone number?
No, I did not have her phone number. I had the messages. She said,
really? She would
"We need
she
to-"
who's stalking you and cycle calling you 28 times didn't leave her phone number on either of the 2 messages. Mm-hmm. Right?
I will say that.
Was I born yesterday?
That's true.
Was it?
No,
I truly
not
was
at all.
born yesterday?
Absolutely not. That's the situation.
Yeah, I don't think it's true. Anyway, what did you want to show
Many
me?
times I
Your
find it
Honor-
difficult to understand.
My witness, Andrea Robinette, she saw my bike before numerous times before this
on
accident
up.
to show that it wasn't wrecked.
Was it damaged at all before?
No, she actually kept it like
Impeccable.
Yeah, she always had it shiny and it was always covered. It was immaculate. So
And I have my witness statement. He couldn't come today, and I don't know if you had a
I don't
copy
know. What
of
is it
that.
about?
It's the kid that worked at the coffee shop. He was in there when I came back in, and we were wondering what took him so long to get
The
back.
dispute in this case is not whether he's responsible for the damages. He has no choice but to admit he's responsible for the damages. The dispute is how much are the damages worth? And the problem is you are hard pressed to look me in the eye and say, oh, come on, Judge, it's got to be a lot less, when you can't prove that it should be a lot less because you escaped. You ignored her. She kept calling you. I lost a piece of paper. I didn't come. I was on vacation. Whatever else. What it looks like is like, the obvious explanation for why somebody has to stalk you 28 times is that you're hoping she goes away and that the problem goes away. But that's the problem with that's what it looks like. And usually if it walks like a duck, talks like a duck, and quacks like a duck, it's usually a duck. But if in fact you ignore the problem, you've now lost that little window where you get to cooperate and take her to your place to see if you can get the thing done cheaper. You don't have a right to have it done cheaper. Okay, she has a right to come to court and ask for a reasonable amount to compensate her for the damages. She's come here with 2 estimates. I mean, she's done her homework. She's got the phone records. She's got 2 estimates. The other one's even higher. I don't feel bad that you never got a chance to take it to a cheaper place because you would have if you'd returned the lady's calls. So I find in favor of the plaintiff in the amount of $1,826.49.
Thank you.
That's my verdict.
Well, he'll be paying for knocking that bike over. Very costly mistake there. What's your reaction to the verdict when it came in?
I'm a little surprised because I received some verbal estimates much less than that.
Were you hoping she would go away? Is that why you didn't call back? What were you hoping for?
I only had 2 messages on the machine. Didn't have her number after that. Couldn't find it. Wanted her to call me back, and then all of a sudden, everything broke loose.
All right. Just right down this way. Let's see what she has to say. Okay. Well, congratulations. That was some good evidence there. First of all, how you feeling coming out on that?
Relief. Yeah, because I want to sell my motorcycle and I can't do it because it's been damaged, and I just want to get it fixed.
Are you a biker?
I'm not. I don't think I'm a biker girl, biker type, but I like to ride.
You like to ride?
Yeah.
Okay. Well, your evidence was excellent. Have you watched Marilyn
Yes,
Leon
I
before?
have.
You had the estimates. You had it nailed shut.
Thank you.
Open and shut case.
Yes.
Harvey?
Okay, I mean, here's the good practice. You should say as little as possible when somebody damages your property or in a car accident and somebody, does anything to you where it's going to cost you money. Don't say anything until you have the facts. It will bite you in the butt if you jump the gun and make the person think it's going to cost one thing, but it costs more.